Oh my, oh my gosh.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video. In today's video we're going to be going through pay-to-play war gear, okay? Now I want to say right now that there's going to be a lot of different opinions about this particular gear set I'm going to go through. Some people may feel that some of the gear choices I've gone for, could be bested by something else. And to that, all I'll say is, guys, if you've got any kind of comments with regards to the gear set that I'm choosing today, please put it in the comments. If you feel there's something that I should switch out, then, by all means go ahead and say. One thing I will say before you do is I have gone through every single piece of gear and done tons of different combinations to try and get something that's as evenly balanced as possible. Because this gear set is going to be a mixed set. It's going to be for, countering anything that can come towards you and giving you good enough stats to be able to launch some pretty decent attacks as well. Now I know if you're going for something for more specific, so if you want to attack with 2 troop types just for a cav inf or range inf or whatever you're going to go for, single troop types, you'd obviously use different gear. I know that, you know that, but this is going to be a mixed set to give you as much balanced stats as you can for all 3 of your troop types. Okay, so let's get straight into this, guys. So the first thing I'm going to say is, if you want to be the best of the best, if you're paid to play and you want the best gear there is, guys, for mixed or whatever, then there is only one set to go for, and that's going to be the champion set, okay? None of the other gear in the pay to play category comes close to anything that's in the champions gear set. So if you want the best, the video's over, guys. You can get out the video now, because go for champion gear. But if you're not going to invest in champ gear, this is what this video is for. If you want to go for a decent set that doesn't involve going for the champ packs, then stay tuned, because this is what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, guys, let's get straight into this, and let's start off with the helmet. Okay, now the helmet I'm going to go for on this set is going to be the Bumble Helm. Now this comes with cavalry attack 30%. It comes with your ranged attack at 30% and your army max HP at 20%. Now, some people will say the Beast Helm is better. Personally, I would say no, it's not. And the reason I'd say that is because the Beast Helm has 5% less army stats, and it has 5% less max HP stats as well for your army. Yes, it does have the travel speed, which is nice, but to be perfectly honest, I will take the 5% attack and the 5% HP any day over travel speed. I really would, guys. So that's going to be why the Bumble Helm is going to be best in slot for the helmet. Moving on to the armor piece. Now the armor that you're going to go for on this mixed set is going to be, let's have a look, there it is, the Firewall Plate. This comes with infantry attack 20%, cavalry attack 30%, and your army max HP 15%. Really nice piece of gear, mixes up nice between the inf and the cav, and plus you've got the army HP to boot as well. So for best in slot on the armor is going to be the Firewall Plate. Now on the legs is quite difficult in Lords Mobile. There's not too many great options. A lot of people will tell me to go for the Storm Tassets because it's got fantastic infantry and cav attack, plus it's got the 10% max HP. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, when you're looking at the pearls, which are hard to get as it is, and you're looking at 11 of them per level, it's not feasible to go for the Storm Tassets. If you're going to go for Storm Tassets, you might as well just not go for Storm Tassets and go for the champion legs, because it will probably cost you the same amount to get champions legs than it will Storm Tassets, and with champion legs it's actually more than half the amount of ultra rares, so you're better off going for champions legs. But if we're staying away from champion and we're not going to go for Storm Tassets, the ones to go for best in slot in my opinion for this gear set I'm talking about today is going to be the Dragon's Talon. That's going to give you 20% infantry attack, 30% range attack, and 15% army max HP. It's a really nice pair of legs with some really good stats, and the ultra rares required only 8. It's not too bad, so not as low as I would like it, but I'd go for Dragon's Talon any day of the week. So let's look at your main hand. So for the main hand, I looked at a few different ones. The one I actually chose in the end wasn't the one that came to mind straight away. The first thing I thought of was probably the Skull Crusher, and then maybe the Frostwing Greatsword. But you know what? After looking at the stats, it just boosted the range too much with everything else I had, and I couldn't really switch anything else out. So what did I do? I went for a main hand that actually is quite overlooked. I don't see too many people building this, but you know what, guys? This is the one I'm going to put in my set, and that's going to be the Kraken's Anchor. Yep, the Kraken's Anchor. Infantry attack 25%, cavalry attack 25%, and cavalry max HP 13%. You probably noticed I'm not mentioning defense. I've left defense out of this guide. I'm really focusing on just attack and HP, because I've worked out now that, you know, a lot of you will know as well that attack and HP is what counts. Defense really has little impact on anything. So Kraken's Anchor, quite a good piece of gear. 5 ultra rares, half that of what Storm Tassets requires. So yeah, Kraken's Anchor is the one to go for your main hand, guys. On your offhand, there's a couple of different choices people go for. Some people go for the Winter Mitts. Personally, I prefer the Eternal Codex. It's got more attack stats on it, and that's going to come with 20% cavalry attack, 35% ranged attack, and 20% cavalry max HP. Now this one's not too easy to get up. You do require 8 of these. Now I know that's the same as the boots, the Dragon Talons, but these skulls are an absolute pain to get. But you know, if you can, definitely go for the Eternal Codex. I would 100% recommend that for your offhand. Now for your accessories, it's important to go for something that's quite mixed with your accessories. So for the first accessory, it's going to be the Burning Scroll, guys. Go for the Burning Scroll. It's quite easy to get up to gold. That's going to give you army attack 9%, which is 27% across your main 3 troop types, and 9% army max HP, which is really nice as well. Plus, it's only 3 ultra rares for each level to get up. So first piece of gear to go for on your accessories is going to be the Burning Scroll. Now the second one to go for is going to be the Terror Vial. This one here, 16% infantry attack, 5% infantry max HP. Now you really just want this to boost your infantry. I think it's the best infantry accessory to go for not only the stats but also for the cost. It's another low cost one at 1 ultra rare per level. I'm trying to balance this out, not just on stats but also on cost. I want to offer you something here that's going to give you good value for your money, but really pack a punch on the stats. So I'm trying to lower the cost on some bits than others, if that makes sense. So for your second accessory, guys, go for the Terror Vial. Now the third accessory I got a bit stuck on. There was a couple of ones I looked at. The first thing I really wanted to put in this gear set was the Blight Ring, but you know what? I just didn't feel like it gave enough attack stats. You know, I wanted something with a bit more oomph in it. And if you can do it, guys, if you can stretch that bit further, then go for the Ambrosial Cup. Now I know this one is tough to get, and it's probably going to be the hardest piece of gear to get to gold out of this whole gear set. And you know what? You might even be worthwhile just going for those champ packs instead of going for an Ambrosial Cup, because they are a pain to get up to gold. And if you can't do either, then go back and revert to the Blight Ring, 100%. It's a decent piece of gear. It helps you defend and attack. But really, you know, if you want to get the best out of this and you've got that bit of extra money to spend, go for the Ambrosial Cup. It does cost a lot. It's 13 ultra rares per level, which is quite tough, but the stats speak for themselves. 25% infantry attack, 25% ranged attack, and then you've got your inf and ranged HP at 15% each. Really, really, really nice piece of gear. Even at blue grade, this is decent. You know, 11 and a half, just over 11 and a half, and then 7% on your HP. Even at just blue, it's a decent piece of gear to have. So I'm going to go for the Ambrosial Cup on the third accessory. So let's just go through that again, guys, and recap those gear choices that we went through. So first one we looked at was the Bumble Helm for your helmet, your Firewall Plate for your armour, Dragon's Talon for your legs, the Kraken's Anchor for your main hand, the Eternal Codex for your offhand, and then your 3 accessories, the Burning Scroll, the Terror Vial, and the Ambrosial Cup for your third accessory. So let's say you've now got all this gear and you now want to know what kind of stats you're going to be looking at. Now I'm going to go into the stats with this because I want to make it a bit more informative than the free-to-play set. So let's just say you've got that gear equipped now, all at gold, forgetting jewels, no jewels included, no hero stats, just cold hard stats from the gear itself. Okay, so the attack stats you're going to get, For cav attack, you're going to get 114% for your cavalry. For your infantry attack, you're going to get 115%. And for your range attack, a little bit higher, you're going to get 129% on your range attack. Now, I think that's nice and evenly balanced. But then when we add it to the HP, it balances out even more, because when we look at the HP, you're going to get 74% HP on your range, you're going to get 79% on your infantry, and you're going to get 92% on your cav. And that's where I think it balances out. Cavalry attack had the lowest attack stats, range has the highest attack stats, but when you turn it around the other way on HP, it flips. The range now has the lowest HP and the cav has the highest HP. And I think when you add those stats together, I think what you end up with is a very nice, evenly mixed gear set that's going to give you a nice balance across all three of your troop types. You know, you're going to be extremely difficult to counter if someone's attacking you if you've got this gear equipped, but it's also going to give you a good punch to be able to attack them, you know, with whatever troop type you choose. And that's the gear set I've gone for, guys, okay? Now, I mean, if you feel different, if you say, hang on, Prince, no, you don't go for that, you need to go for this, then please put a note in the comments. I will check out those stats. You know, if there's something that I've missed that actually makes this a lot more balanced, then please let me know. But from my research, from me looking through the workshop at the different pieces of gear and adding up the stats, you know, this to me seemed the best mixed gear set to go for. And you know, after my research, this is what I would wholeheartedly recommend to you guys who are looking to start investing in paid gear. Anyway, guys, I hope that's been informative for you. I hope you've enjoyed that gear selection that I went through today. I'm sure there's going to be a few opinions, and I really do welcome them, guys. I'm always up for advice and tips and things like that. We're all learning at the end of the day. If it's your first time here, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you do subscribe and leave a like. And until next time, guys, peace out.